boom, clap, sound of my heart. The beat goes on and on and on and on and on. That should be our intro every time
Huh.
to Manhead. Welcome back, guys. We're doing something a little different, but they're both scenes you should be familiar with.
Yep.
So, give them the rundown, James. Tell them why we're doing this.
So, Christian and I, we've come into a predicament, a quarrel, a sticky situation, one might say.
Uh huh.
Unfortunately, due to our
Really sticky.
schedules, unfortunately, due to our schedules, it's fairly difficult for us to meet up in person and
Mm-hmm.
record a podcast in person. So, what we've decided to do is to do it virtually,
Yeah.
and
I
that way
mean,
we
we
have
both
better
have the
control.
equipment now, right?
I'm sorry.
We both have like pretty good equipment now.
So now we're gonna be able to pump out more content more consistently, and we
Mm-hmm.
should probably talk about that right now so that we could so that our viewers, our listeners, our 22 subscribers, which we still
Yeah.
need to do a 20 subscriber special for.
Are we gonna do
Um,
it every like 10? Are we
no,
really
I'm
gonna
just
do
kidding. I'm just kidding. Let's just do like 10, 100, 1,000, or something like that.
that? Yeah, 100%. And the orders of magnitude, right?
Yeah. So let's talk about the schedule that we want to do, because I think we were sticking to one before, but we haven't been able to these past couple weeks.
It's been pretty hard.
Yeah.
Especially because with how busy I am with school. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So basically, we're gonna be recording um, videos by ourselves. I'm sure some people have seen that James is posting videos of like reels because he's already has content on TikTok. You should
Yeah.
have followed him on there, by the way.
Confidently ignorant on TikTok.
Yep, and those are actually get pretty good views. Surprisingly, I didn't realize.
Yeah, shorts and TikToks, they for my TikTok, even if I get no engagement, my TikTok will get pushed to at least 200 viewers.
Oh, really?
And that's like if I get 0 likes and 0 comments, I still get like 200 viewers. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
'cause I
less, but it's random.
Uh-huh.
But it seems like Shorts does something similar, but maybe to a higher magnitude.
Exactly. That's what it seems like because it was 500, 500, both of them.
Okay.
And then I'm streaming live, like live streaming, on YouTube these days. I'm trying to. I need to figure out whether I could, but I don't think I can stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. But I don't think that's possible, right? Because they're competitors.
No, people dual stream all the time, unless you have
Or
like a
they,
contract that says that you can't do that specifically. Like there are
then maybe I should
Twitch,
do that.
yeah, there are Twitch streamers that are exclusive to Twitch.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Then I could start beef with Hassan
Oh my gosh! Once you become the biggest Twitch streamer on
and Sneeko.
True. Well, just more ethnic people fighting. This is what the white man
True.
wants, brother.
True.
Us brown
Oh
people
my
to fight
God.
against each other like we're the enemies.
This is what the Yakub race wants from us.
This is what
Have
the
you heard
Zod
about that?
wants.
I mean, have you heard about the that whole Yakub thing is like proliferating a lot more
I've
these days?
seen Yakub before. I don't know exactly what it
I
is.
have too. Okay, just to go on a quick little tangent, just because I think it's funny, and we're doing the pod, so it doesn't really matter if we like go on tangents, right?
Yeah, who
Um,
cares?
it's okay to. I think we should be somewhat consistent. We're definitely gonna go back to the last topic, but Yakub is basically this idea. There's this idea of like these gods, right? There was many gods before the world was created, and they were black scientists. And one of them, I forget why he gets like mad. I think he gets jealous of like the other ones or something. I don't know.
And he has like a big head.
Yes, and his name's Yakub, and he decides to he figures out there's like a germ, a allele for a gene basically for dark skin and light skin, and he realized that the light one is evil, and then he started basically what's it called, genetically modifying them through eugenics to make white people and get rid of the good brown gene, and that he basically made them to cause chaos throughout the world.
Wait.
And
So
yeah, that's
he wants to get rid of white people or wants to use them as a tool?
he wants to use them as a tool against like to create chaos. Basically, I
Mm,
probably have like a lot of details wrong, to be completely honest, because I super don't care. I just
yeah.
think it's funny. That like because like white people are supposed to pray to Yakub or something because they're his creator, um, or they're his creation. Um, and yeah, that's basically the whole thing about it. It's ridiculous. It's funny. And I asked all my white friends if they prayed to Yakub today.
Did you pray today? It puts a whole different meaning to
Uh,
that.
I'm like, did you pray to Yak?
Huh. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm
But
gonna be like, dear Yakub, thank you for all the blessings you have bestowed upon us brown people.
true.
Thank you for
No, he's good for the white people. He's the white man's creator, not ours.
oh,
Yeah,
my bad. Dear
it's okay.
Yakub, go fuck yourself. But
But
anyway,
anyways,
oh,
I'm gonna be streaming more. Sorry.
you're good.
I'm gonna be streaming more gaming, horror games. Last time I did a political test to see like where I fall in politics. For some reason, that VOD, like half of it, was like gone, and that was the half that I did the whole like political test on.
Damn,
So
I
I
was
don't know
gonna
what
say
happened.
because you should have re-uploaded that.
Yeah, I don't know why. It says like when I click on there, when the video says like an hour and something, but when you go on there, it's like 47 minutes long. So I don't
Damn,
know what's up with that. YouTube is trying to put me down, keep me down, keep all my
Yakub is
politics
keeping us down.
through.
Um, but I think
Yakubites.
we should stick to a regular schedule. So on Fridays we'll be recording. So you guys listening to this right now, it's Friday, and
For
hopefully
us.
by the time we post it, it'll be on what day? Should we post it like Sunday probably? That way
Yeah,
we have
yeah,
Saturday to edit and then Sunday to
yeah.
post it, and we'll schedule for Sunday.
100%. Yeah. So expect more regular content. Um, every Sunday. I know we keep changing it, but I think before it was like,
Every Saturday,
um,
yeah,
and I think then we said, oh, no, we're gonna do every Wednesday, then Saturday, then reduce down to Saturday, and now we're gonna change it to Sunday. But
yeah,
it's the growing pains, guys. It's
yeah.
okay.
We're figuring it out.
Yeah. But
But we know you
aside-
guys want that quality content, so that's what
content,
we're
true.
bringing.
And because of that, we're pushing ourselves. We're gonna be stronger, faster, harder.
Look like I'm shitting
Uh,
myself.
Anyways, is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
So there was that scheduled content. The next thing we're gonna talk about is the content that I want to start doing.
Oh, the prepared content, right?
Yeah. So on my other, I have my own YouTube channel, which I need to change the name of because it's called Confidently Ignorant, and I think because of that we can't use it on our channel. So I'm gonna switch that. I'll probably do that today or tomorrow. But on that channel, I want to start posting content about government institutions and understanding just really basic stuff about the government that I feel like most people don't really know. And
Yeah.
the unfortunate thing about these structures of government is the fact that it's so complex, right? So most people don't understand
Very
like
true.
I mean every election, when there's the popular vote, and the person who got the popular vote didn't win, people are like, "Oh, how does that work? Why does the most popular person not win?" It's because of the electoral college. So I already wrote a script for that, and being that it's voting season, my first video is going to be about voting and how voting works. So basically, I want to be able to distribute information, bite-sized information on government structures and institutions. That way, people have an
Your
easy way to
propaganda.
exactly. Pro-institution propaganda is what I want to do. Unpaid for as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like most people don't have that basic information. And I feel that if I could be part of distributing that really basic foundational basis of understanding, that a lot of like political conversations would be so much better. And I know it's like kind of like oh, you're in over your head if you think you could influence like the whole political sphere, but that's not really what I want to do. I kind of want to be part of like a wave of people that
Yeah, it's about being part of something greater than you, right?
yeah, exactly. And that's how I feel
And I feel
about
like a lot of
like
people don't get
institutions.
that.
Can you hear me all right?
Yes, they can.
I need to go get a charger real quick for my phone so that my camera doesn't die.
Bet.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So, guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know what this idiot is thinking, wanting to make his own content on his own channel when I started this, when I was the one who grew this from the ground up, when I was the one laying down the foundation. And all of a sudden, now he wants to be on his own. Now he wants to be independent. It's kind of crazy. He's so selfish. I think he still can't hear me right now because he doesn't have his earbuds in, but we're going to go on an anti-James arc soon. So expect it, especially on Twitch, especially on YouTube, while I'm live streaming. Expect anti-James arc. On October 22nd. Mark it on your calendars now.
What'd you say?
Don't worry about it.
You were talking shit, weren't you?
Don't worry about it.
Um.
We're not plotting or scheming.
Okay.
You're still recording, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, perfect.
I guess I'll hear it in editing. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Just know there's gonna be something special starting October 22nd.
Okay. Sorry for technical difficulties. Anyways, so what we were talking about was that I think most people don't have that basic understanding. I want to be part of. Okay, yeah, we were talking about how most
Think
people don't
about it as something
understand.
bigger.
Yeah, exactly. Most people don't really understand that. Yes, your one individual action isn't going to change the world, but you and a lot of other people can. And
100%.
I kind of want to be part of that in this way of giving people a better understanding of the American institution. And another thing I want to talk about is our relationship with Mexico and the rest of Latin America as well, because I feel like most people think about foreign affairs like, oh, what are we doing in the Middle East, or what are we doing in
Ukraine.
with Europe, or the economic status of Europe and stuff like that. But I mean, most people don't even talk about foreign affairs at all. So, but
No,
when they
I would
do,
say whenever politics is brought up, people are like, "Oh yeah, they're funding way too much to Ukraine. Oh yeah, we shouldn't be." For some reason, I don't know if it's just the people I surround myself with, but like they have this very isolationist
definitely,
point of view, and
Yeah.
it's just like, what? We have allies, you know.
Yeah.
We're supposed to help our allies, but I don't know.
Yeah,
People
they-
just don't view it that way.
it reminds me of like that view of. I guess we could just start talking about politics right now, because I'm kind of done with what I wanted to say. But I feel like most people think of like what you said in an isolationist way, which I don't really like. And part of that isolationist point of view is that like, oh well, we could produce everything here, and
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure
the biggest thing.
I'm sure we can, but I don't think it would hurt a lot for us to do that, right?
Yes, the growing pains from that will be insane. It'll probably bring us into depression
Definitely.
if we just completely cut off like imports and stop doing. I mean, like think about it like this, right? What do you mean by being isolationist? Should we stop doing exports too? Then it's like that's ridiculous. That's a huge part of our economy.
Yeah,
right?
selling to China and Mexico. I think Mexico
And everyone
is
else
like,
around the world.
I think Mexico is our second biggest trading partner next to China.
I'm pretty sure we export. Yeah, we export the amount we export is like I think. I could be ignorant on this part. I'm pretty sure we get a fuck ton from exporting goods, don't we? Like a fuck ton of money. That's like a huge like majority chunk of our
I
income.
don't know enough about that to say honestly.
Yeah, well, I could be wrong, but that's what I've heard. But take that with a grain of salt. I could be wrong.
I mean, it's something we can look into. I mean,
Yeah.
Part of what we're doing is I want to be having these conversations and then learning more and then coming back with more information for people to consume. Pretty
Yeah,
much like how
100%.
we listen to politics, and like they provide a lot of information, and we could be part of that ecosystem, even though it's like, yeah, it's kind of saturated, but I think there's points of views that are missing. Uh,
100%. I'm looking it up right now. Hold on.
am I looking swole, guys? Oh, you looking at
Yeah,
the GDP?
export. Yeah, the United States exported a total of 1.95 trillion, making it the number two exporter in the world. During the last five reported years, in the exports of the United States have changed from 489 billion from 1.46 trillion in
Damn,
2017 to to 1.95 trillion in 2022.
2.5,
1.95
1.95, almost 2 trillion.
trillion. Yeah. So,
Damn.
and that's from
What years?
the 4.8 or 480 billion, 489 billion is from 2017. Or wait. Oh wait, it changed by hold on, let me see. The exact wording is during the last five reported years, the exports of United States have changed by 489 billion from 1.9 or 1.46 trillion to 1. Oh, in 2017 to 1.95 trillion in 2022. So there's a total increase between 2017 to 2022 by 489 billion. Um,
Oh, okay.
is the increase.
That's just within like the past few years, you said, right?
Yeah, last 5 years we've increased our exports by 489 billion.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then how much do we export
Wait, that
or
was
import?
imports?
No, that was exports. That was exports. My bad.
Oh, okay. So how much do we import? That's a good question.
The U.S. goods imports from the world total 3.2 trillion in
Oh wow.
2022, up 14.6%. So which is 413 billion.
I honestly
So yeah,
want to just know what we're
from
currently at.
2021.
I don't give a fuck about like because like the
I
past
think
5 year 400 billion increase was interesting, but to know that we're at like
I,
1.95 trillion right
I
now
think the
is
reason why it's not giving me exact numbers right now is because, or for right now, is because it's hard to collect all that data. It takes time, especially with how many different trade partners we have, how many different things are being traded, imported, exported. It's just
what are the
I
most recent
don't
numbers
imagine.
available.
Let me see. God damn
I would look it up, but I'm recording, so I'm sure people don't want to see that.
it. The latest one is 2022. Is from what I'm saying.
And the number
So
is
that last number I gave you was 1.95 trillion. It's almost 2 trillion.
for imports.
No, that's for exports. Sorry. And then for imports,
I'll just edit it out.
yeah, of course. I was gonna say that in your last video there was a lot of dead space that I think you could have edited out.
And the one that I did by myself.
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh yeah, what'd you think?
I thought it was good. I thought it was funny. It's just like a lot of, um, like I said, dead space or like spots or points where I thought it could have been edited.
Okay.
Okay. The only thing is the U.S. census.
Oh my god. How long does it take to look up import numbers?
I'm trying to find something straightforward, but U.S. imports 2022.
I'm gonna look this up after this, and I'm gonna be pissed off if it takes me like 2 seconds.
Shut the fuck up. Um, 300. Well, this is giving me different numbers. It says exports for what December annual 2022
Exports or
was.
imports? What are we looking for?
I'm look. I looked up imports.
Okay, then I don't give a fuck about the export numbers.
You want which date, which year do you want? Because I
The
gave you
most recent
2022,
ones.
dickhead. That's the
Imports
most recent one I was able to find. It was the 3.2 trillion, and
of
you were like,
imports.
"Oh, yes."
Okay, Jesus Christ.
I gave you that number earlier, and you were like, "It's pretty interesting, but I want something more up to date." And then I explained that it takes years to get this
No, no,
information.
no, 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 no. What I was trying to say was, I don't give a fuck about the progression.
I gave you the raw numbers too.
I know, but
Do you just not remember them?
I was just saying that it's just I don't give a fuck about the. I'm just saying I don't give a fuck about the
Okay, okay. So
progression.
I thought you wanted something sooner than 2022.
No, 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 no.
Jesus Christ.
All
Then yeah,
right,
I
all
gave you
right.
the number already. 3.2 trillion for imports, and then 1.95 trillion for exports.
Okay, so we import 1.1 trillion more than we export.
Yes.
Hmm, that's amazing.
He's amazing.
Should we leave in the arguing?
Huh?
Should we leave in the arguing? It gives it some authenticity.
Yes, exactly.
Um,
Um,
what else were we talking about?
I don't know. We derailed so much because of
All
you.
right, let's talk about the Harris.
Oh, the interview.
Yeah.
One of my buddies, he said, anyone that's watching right now, I would suggest watching it for yourself and get your own opinion on it. But he was saying that he hated the interview because he didn't like Kamala Harris's performance. I
In
personally, huh?
in what way?
I don't know. He was just basically saying that she wasn't answering and just kept talking about Trump,
Oh
which is
my
kind of
god.
true, which I could see why, especially if you're like especially if you're like a deranged shill. So as I was saying, oh, Coco. Oh. Um, yeah, I could see why you would say that about Kamala Harris, saying like, "Oh, yeah, she never really answered any questions, and she only kept talking about Trump." Like, I understand why you would say that, especially if you're just a what's the word?
A dick rider.
Yeah, if you're just like a Trump shill reason, or you're just like anti-liberal, like I don't know. I really didn't understand. I get like I could see where he's coming from, and I did see those. There were moments like that, but it's like the whole interview. Did you watch it?
Yes, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah. I would love for someone to give me send me a link where or show me a video where Trump has an interview where it's that adversarial.
Well, he does have. I've seen some videos of him being interviewed by people that are confrontational. Not that confrontational though.
Yes,
Brett Baer
exactly.
was
That's what I'm saying.
very, very confrontational.
Insanely. That was like one of the most confrontational interviews I've ever seen.
And
It's something that
Trump actually got interviewed by Brett Baer before, and he refuses to be interviewed by him again.
really
Did you,
is that the same guy?
Brett Baer is the one that we're talking about, the interviewer that we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, so he can't handle the heat, and Brett Baer is a Republican on Fox News that
Mm,
gave him light ball questions compared to Kamala,
uh-huh.
but he doesn't like any pushback, right? So
Yeah.
especially on Fox News, because Fox News to Trump is like
He's
his
safe haven.
domain. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So
Actually, don't you know that Fox is owned by Disney and Disney is like against Trump, James? Didn't you know
Domain
that?
expansion. Trump era. 2020. 2016 to 2024.
Domain expansion, Republican cope. Oh my god. Anyways, we're gonna look like total shells if we leave that in.
Yeah, I'm cutting that. All right, so yeah, the Kamala interview, the Kamala interview, I feel like she did very well. If
Uh-huh.
you're gonna watch an interview of a politician and you hear a difficult answer or you hear a difficult question, I assume they're gonna answer it in the most PR way possible, right?
In the most non-answer way possible is what I assume.
Yeah, if they
Like
want to avoid the question, they will,
100%. And
and
it's
both
like
sides do
it's
it.
like oh, yeah, it's like welcome to politics, bro. Like yeah, they're gonna avoid questions or at least avoid answering them directly, right? And I
Yeah,
felt like there was some questions that she answered very directly.
yeah.
Um, and there were some that were answered like semi directly, but I still think it was good enough. It was like, okay, yeah, I know what she means when she says that. Like you could infer what she means, unless you're a retard.
Yeah, and there's like
But
things that you could. What's important is what they will say and what they won't say. And one of the questions that I think that was very
100%.
telling of this was that Brett Baer was asking about the immigrants that were coming over and talking about, oh, well, within the first few years of the open border policy, some immigrants came in and killed these three women.
Hmm.
Are you going to apologize for that? Or he framed it in a way that assumed that she was responsible for it, right?
Yeah, are
And the
you
way
gonna
she,
apologize to them or something?
yeah, and then she goes on to say that it was I think it's a tragic thing, a devastating, horrible thing that happened to them, and that's pretty much all she was gonna say. She was never gonna say,
Well,
"Oh
she did
yeah,
say sorry. She did say sorry multiple times.
not about that,
I could have sworn it was.
not about that." No, no,
Mm. Guys, for all you watching, fact check right now.
true, because we're talking about it. You watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, she didn't. She was like, "No, that's a horrible thing. I don't wish that upon anybody." But she
Yeah.
never said, "I apologize" or "I take responsibility for that," because
Well, yeah, she didn't say that. She said sorry. She explicitly, I remember her saying sorry.
not for
That
that.
but she said she's sorry that that happened, I think. She didn't say, I'm sorry that I did that. Obviously, she's not going to say that, right?
I don't
I'm
remember
pretty
hearing
sure
that.
I
I don't
could have
know.
sworn.
But for you guys listening, you see, we both
Yeah.
remember two different things. Go watch it. So
Yep.
to
Yeah.
confirm, see who
And we're
go.
both kind of on the left side of the political aisle.
Yeah, and you just go watch and to go see that I'm right.
Yeah. True. And then at him and then timestamp him and be like, James was wrong or Christian was wrong.
Mm-hmm. And
But anyways,
but yeah, I thought she handled herself very well. It was oh, and the question about and when she talked about how Trump was talking about an enemy within, and then they
yes.
play a clip about it,
Some
and
random clip where he's like, I never said anything like that.
but then
I don't think they were the enemy.
I
Some
watched
bullshit.
more further into that clip. I watched a video about it showing the full thing, and then he
Mm.
goes on to say that yeah, they are the enemies within. They literally cut it right before he says it.
That's what I figured because they cut it. They like hard cut it, like in the
Yeah.
middle of him speaking.
Yes. Yes. And the funny thing is, I remember listening to Trump talk about, oh, the Democrats, they live in clips, they live in little snippets. And then the Fox News media is just literally trying to portray him in the most favorable way through snippets. And it's like,
Yeah,
well, you can't have
100%.
it both ways. And I just watched something today about how Trump went on Fox News talking about like, oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to the owner of Fox News. I forget his name. I'm gonna talk to the owner of Fox News and talk about how for these next 19 days, you guys shouldn't have any of my opponents on and should not speak negatively about me. And he's gonna talk about that with the owner. And
That's crazy.
yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Because he sees it. That's his domain, domain expansion head ass.
Yeah, yeah, true. Domain expansion. Fox News.
Yeah, exactly.
Head ass.
Domain expansion propaganda.
Restricting freedom of press. Like that's actually what that is. Like
Yeah.
what are you talking about, bro? Like it's just so blatant too. I remember talking to actually one of my classmates about Trump in particular, talking about how he wants to implement, I think, Christianity into schools
The
or something
Bible,
like that.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, and I just think it's so abhorrent because that is so obviously anti-American, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what we were built on: separation of church and state. It's like why are we trying to implement these into schools? Like
Yeah,
this
we
is
shouldn't be
ridiculous.
teaching students um, about the Bible in favor of the Bible, and we shouldn't be teaching students about the Bible against the Bible,
A hundred
right?
percent.
It should be neither way. It just needs to be separate. Like people believe what they believe,
And
and
as
that's
soon
it.
as you start letting like some states to decide, oh, we'll teach the Bible in this school, over here, other states are gonna be. What's stopping other states from being like, oh yeah, and we'll teach the Quran over here, or we'll
Yeah,
teach the
literally,
Hebrew Bible over
or
there,
the Bhagavad
like
Gita, because we're Hindus over here, and
yeah,
you
or
have to be Hindu here.
yeah, or like, oh yeah, now we're gonna start teaching about Pastafarians. Like, come on now,
Literally,
it is ridiculous. But people are just so bought in to a guy that can't even name his favorite Bible verse
literally,
at that.
yeah.
And when he asked if he liked the Old Testament or the New Testament first, he said, "I like them equally. I can't choose."
I'd be surprised if it. No, I'd be surprised if he even read the Bible once. It's just completely ridiculous. But
It is ridiculous.
and then he has his own Bible. How?
The Trump Bible.
Yeah, the Trump Bible to
Let's
sell.
go.
You know, he
Let's
has his own
go.
shoes and his own, and he sells pieces of his suits.
Yep, he has his own watch too.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, and it's not going to the campaign. It's just for
None
his
of
own
it is
personal
going to the
enrichment.
campaign. Yeah, it's
Oh
actually
yeah,
insane.
he's a real
And
con
he has his
man.
own Bitcoin. Did you
Oh
hear about that?
yeah. I did hear about that. That's crazy.
Anyways, I feel like we've been going on about Trump
Oh
too
my
much,
god,
but
Trump derangement syndrome. You guys
oh my
have Trump
god,
derangement
yes,
syndrome.
yeah, and you'll have Trump dick suck syndrome. It's
Literally.
actually crazy. But, anyways, um, besides that, anything new with you, brother?
No, we're just pushing more. I mean, for the campaign that I am working with, and I'm
Hmm.
not going to say who because I don't want to dox myself.
Yeah,
But the people who know that I'm part of a political campaign, and we're pushing hard these last few weeks to make sure. All I'll
your
say is for it's
candidate.
a House of Representatives so that we
Hmm.
keep the seat, right?
Uh huh.
Um, I'm
Let's
pretty
go.
optimistic about it, but we can't stay complacent. So
100%.
this Saturday and Sunday, I'll
I'm
be
pretty
door
complacent.
knocking.
I'm just gonna be complacent. I'm gonna just be kind of, what's the word? That word when like you're kind of indifferent
Apathetic.
on anything. Yes, exactly. Apathetic. I'm gonna be a little apathetic. I'm just gonna be apathetic about everything, about politics, about my emotions, about man, women, my dog. My
What
dog right.
a pathetic man.
True, 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 true.
Get it? Get it?
No, it's called being stoic.
A pathetic man. Apathetic.
Oh, I'm so dumb.
Knee slapper. I should have worn a red shirt so I could be like, ketchup or mustard?
True. Um, that's funny.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been another edition of Manhead. We hope we titillized your
Enlighten
mind.
you. True. Get
And
tickled your pituitary gland.
mm-hmm.
Coco.
We bestowed
Oh, she-
upon you. We've bestowed upon you some knowledge. Now eat
Guest
if you
appearance.
may.
True. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Hit
Follow the
notification.
socials. Oh,
Yep.
sorry, go on.
Mark it on your calendar. Put a notification. do alarms, all that jazz, and get our at tattooed on your butt, all that stuff. Just become obsessed with us.
Literally, we're your friend.
We are. All right.
Have an amazing day.
Later.